Hey everyone, Lyle Convoy here. I'm a bit late on this, but Sideshow Collectibles has finally revealed their Lion-O statue. While I had my reservations about the Mum-Ra statue, mostly because of the uninspired Sword of Plundar, I pre-ordered it right away because I was generally impressed with it. Lion-O, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. I mean, look at this thing. A face with an expression that defies explanation, a pose that makes little sense when it comes to presentation, a boot cut that gives exposed toes, even though in the series proper only 3 Thundercats sported that, none of them being Lion-O, a sword that looks ridiculous, as the original sword was more than intricate enough to begin with, and biker shorts that just look wrong. Look, either give Lion-O his classic briefs, or give him full pants. This in-between stuff isn't just a bad design, but it's also just lazy. But I'm not the only fan here that thinks so. Here are some of the comments the statue's actual reveal when it went live garnered. Frank Saba, Mum-Ra awesome, Lion-O awful. How can you miss the pose? James Norwood, that Lion-O is horrendous. Ray Theodore Suarez, Lion-O, laughing emoji. Really, guys? Marco Salamin Dangond. Soon you can order Lion-O half off. Aaron Edwards, for the love of God, what's up with the biking shorts? Ron Illenberger, Mum-Ra is great, Lion-O not so much. Robert Martinez, Mum-Ra piece is on point, but that Lion-O is a big negative. Brian Green, Thundercats, no! And this isn't even just their page for the reveal. When I showed this to the Thundercast audience on Facebook, one comment stood out to me because of how accurate it is. Oliver Powell, this reminds me of Planet of the Apes, not Thundercats. Yeah, I can understand that one. And these aren't the only ones. There are a lot of people not impressed with this thing. It's pretty much proof that we have sinned and that God is angry at us. The problem, though, is that we are the target demographic for this thing. And unfortunately, the inspired mind that made this made it clear in the video discussing it that he doesn't take fan input into account when doing these. Which is cool when it's a massive brand that can take more risks due to a huge following, but Thundercats isn't like that. This statue is around $460. That's not cheap for something that's made for a relatively small audience. So, if they don't get their heads out of their butts, I'll tell you what's going to happen. They won't sell many of it, or it will go on sale at a massive discount. Instead of seeing that they screwed up, they'll claim that there's just not a market for Thundercats products. Because 99% of this brand's issues come from mismanagement. Side note, I'll be talking about Matty Collector soon and tell you why Super 7 should never touch this brand. Due to these poor sales, though, they'll likely not continue the line, which would be a shame as their Chitara actually looks really good, just like their Mum-Ra does. But let's go back for a moment. Remember what I said about mismanagement? Let's talk about that for a second. Late last year, Connecticut's revealed their Thundercats statue, which is what I'm showing you on screen now. It was massive, artistically struck the perfect balance between the old designs and a new touch, and generally looked gorgeous. The problem, number one, it costed around $1,000, and two, Warner Brothers only let them market and sell it to Southeast Asia, which is great if you were doing a Gundam statue, but really stupid for Thundercats. Even when Big Bad Toy Store offered it as an in-between to try to meet their quota, they couldn't get enough people to commit to the minimum 350 pre-orders needed to get it made. So it failed. All because someone at Warner Brothers either wants this brand to fail, or is so incompetent he or she signed off something without thinking. Either way, feel free to directly call or email Sideshow Collectibles about this abomination. Tell them what you think. It's a good year away from being produced, so there's still plenty of time to light a fire under them. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Special thanks to Avis, who supports me on Patreon. If you want to support me as well or just follow me on social media, the links are in the description. Take care.